And we're back with yet again another update on XRP. First and foremost, just want to say happy Monday wherever you are around the world. Crypto market starting off the week beautifully. We are seeing so much green across the board. If you watch my videos every single day, you guys understand, what we talk about. Something specific that I've been talking about, especially for BTC, did end up happening and the entire market did go up with it, as we can see across the board. So, as far as XRP is concerned, it's currently sitting at $2.30, down about 1.9% in Bitcoin comparative. Valuation at $135.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 2.3 billion. Before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, SEC Chair Paul Atkins says they are working on a policy to exempt DeFi platforms from regulatory barriers, which again is quite interesting to see because, of course, when regulation comes in, people are going to be like, are NFTs even going to exist? Or, some of these DeFi platforms still going to exist? When it comes to meme coins, I just don't understand because, meme coins are being introduced every second. Literally every second there's meme coins launching. So I don't understand, to just completely get rid of it. I think there should be rules and regulation that, if people are taking part of these DeFi platforms or, going into the meme coins, then, the risk of them losing their money is definitely there just right then and there. So that's been the case from the beginning. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, you're not just blindly buying anything. You need to do your due diligence research and understand what you're picking up. But it makes sense, from where Paul Atkins is coming from. Obviously, nothing is set in stone. They're just working on a policy as of now. Do let me know in the comments down below. But look at this, some big news, of course, against U.S. and China. So U.S. and China delegations will continue trade talks in London tomorrow. So hopefully, if there is some sort of a nice negotiation we're seeing from these two countries regarding these tariffs, I think this can really have a positive impact on, the global financial markets, not just the crypto markets, to be specific. But moving forward, Ripple Bank partners with WorldPay to give UK customers access to secure and innovative ways to accept payments. WorldPay uses XRP for settlements. And on top of that, Visa crypto debit card and XRP connection. So you can see this for yourself. Visa has granted its principal membership to cryptocurrencies company Coinbase. The membership cuts out crucial and expensive middlemen from the process of issuing a debit card that lets users spend their own Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP anywhere Visa is accepted. Again, big news coming out of these big entities. But what's also even bigger is this right here. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says the right to self-custody, for crypto is a foundational American value. This is huge, and Paul Atkins is literally doing everything that Gary Gensler didn't do. Again, everyone has the right to have their own coins in their own possession. And the fact that he's coming out and he's the chair of the SEC is coming out and saying this, I think this is really resonating with a lot of people, positively, which of course is having a positive impact throughout the market. What is the main factor that's causing the broader market to go up? It's BTC. Is it due to the fact that we are seeing some sort of negotiations that could potentially occur between the U.S. and China? Maybe. But this itself should not be taken slightly. I think this is quite a huge statement coming out from Paul Atkins. Do let me know in the comments down below. And as an XRP holder, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys agree with this? And let me know your comments down below in regards to that. But look at this. Real world assets watchlist says just in Dubai hits 399 million in tokenized real estate in May. So real estate sales in May, 17.4% of all deals. That's Habibi's injecting trillions into RWAs. And, this is just the start, guys. Look how fast things are moving. And this person says tokenized ownership for toys that live in the garage. Very interesting. So this just shows you how important tokenization really is. Tokenization gets rid of a lot of, garbage that, we deal with in a day-to-day way of us, buying and selling assets. And this just kind of get rid of that. And all the history can also be seen right then and there on the blockchain. So Very, very interesting stuff. And moving forward, shout out to Smoke, of course. Ripple has no direct competitors in the crypto space as it's fundamentally different from most cryptocurrencies thanks to the ILP plus RippleNet. Below is also described how Ripple Interledger Protocol can bridge cryptocurrencies with card networks like Visa ILP, and Visa using XRP documented. And, we're seeing a lot of things happening. We're seeing so many different examples that we talk about on our channel day-to-day basis, but people only focus on the native tokens price. But a lot of sophisticated investors don't, neglect that. And I'm sure if you have been accumulating XRP from day one, I'm sure you guys know what I mean. But, we are seeing some very interesting things happening. Dominance actually broke out today. You could see this for yourself. Dominance broke out yet again, but Bitcoin also ended up breaking out. So Bitcoin finally broke out of that 106,800 support line, and look where we went up to. If you follow my channel on a day-to-day basis, what have I been saying? If we are able to break above this key resistance, I'm expecting $109,000, and we came very, very close to $109,000. And I still do believe if we're able to close this daily candle today around this range or around 109,000, I think we could push towards an all-time high this week alone, which of course would be quite interesting. But the fact that dominance went up with it is also something that I want you guys to factor in. I think if dominance did not go up, let's say dominance went down and Bitcoin broke out the way it did, I think we would have seen altcoins going up much more than what we're seeing right now. But as far as XRP is concerned, XRP is following very, very nicely. We're once again, having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this key resistance, as I've discussed with you guys before. This is a key resistance that, we need to break out of. Pretty much after that, we could be pushing up to the $2.47 and, the 23.6. And after that, I think we could really start heading towards all-time highs. But very, very interesting setup here. Like what I'm seeing here for XRP. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.